This is a two-part series on how I built my little log cabin myself. Please join me if you have any desire to build your own home on your homestead. Welcome to the homestead. I'm Becky. The goal was to scale down on the house but up on the land. We did have an 1.25 acres, and on that we had a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house built. We had a $580 a month, 30-year mortgage, and we wanted to do better than that. So I started looking around for property, and I did find this piece of property, which is 2.5 acres for $6,300. It was heavily wooded, but the price was right. So I bought it. Next, I did research on log cabin packages. I did investigate that for about a year before we made our decision on a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 800 square foot cabin. Perfect size. That was $30,000 for the kit. After we sold our house, we had $52,000 cash, which we had to purchase the cabin package out of that money. It was tight, but we did think we could squeak it out. So we quit our jobs and we moved to our new property to start building the cabin. We had to do everything ourselves to save money, but we were strong and healthy, so we figured we can handle it. Step 1, we bought shovels, marked out the footers, and started digging. Well, 22 by 38 does not seem that big, but when you're in that hole digging that dirt out of there, it feels gigantic. So that's why I recommend building small, because it is a lot of work. Well, after I passed my first inspection, the cement truck came and dumped all that cement in the footers. We smoothed it out, and I started laying block. I mixed the cement with a hoe in a tub and just started laying the block, just block on block. Basically, it is repetition. After I got to the top and passed my inspection again, my second one, which I happily did pass, the cement truck comes again, and you pour the top U-shaped blocks solid. On top of that comes the first pieces of wood, which is your sill. Then you build your box sill on top of that, and then all the floor joists go in there. And then you put on your decking. That's exciting. It gives you an idea of how big the house is actually gonna be. Then comes the first row of logs, and it's just like, woo, all that work, and you're only to the first row. But still, it's very exciting. The logs are bolted down with big, gigantic bolts. On top of each row, you put insulation tape. It's basically foam tape. That is in case any of the logs warp. I guess, you can't see the big warp in the logs. Thankfully, ours haven't warped. And then again, it's just repetition, course after course, until you get all the way to the top of the wall. Each log is numbered, and then the kit comes with a diagram that explains where each log, literally, each log goes in the wall. So you do have to spend a little time studying that to figure out where each log goes to put your house together properly. Because once you bolt a few in the wrong place, you're in big trouble. So take your time, make sure all those logs, each course is laid down properly. This is the end of part 1. Join us again for part 2. Happy homesteading. Bye-bye.